Wall Street Pete, Sicto in crypto. If you want to learn a little bit about Sicto in crypto and want to make some Sicto in crypto, this is the place to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so when we do go live, you get this information immediately. Good morning, my man. Boom shakalaka. Let's get it. Congratulations on your Sunday morning, because I love to say congratulations to everybody because you made it through another crazy week in this crazy world of crypto that we live in. I just want everyone to understand that there's high volatile waves, there's high volatility, but if you like crypto news, if you like a positive man named Wall Street Pete, we're going to go over a little Solana, then hit the like and subscribe because you already know we're going on this ride. Check this out. What it does, Solana is a fast programmable blockchain that runs various decentralized applications. It's a big deal because Bitcoin is not programmable. Just like Ethereum, Ethereum is programmable, but what is the difference? Well, Solana has a difference of not only just a household name compared to Ethereum's big growth and known of name. Solana is starting to make a big name for itself, and it validates 50,000 transactions in a second. So could you imagine a big world of the NFT art that it's finally growing in? Proof of history, which is a timestamp. And the hash will create order of events. The first true web-scaled blockchain, Solana. So welcome to it. Management team, co-founder, and CEO had worked and designed systems for semiconductors, giant Qualcomm, if I said that right, Qualcomm, and Dropbox before starting Solana. So they were into a couple things and knew what was going on through this kind of technology and programming. And this is the kind of smart people you want behind it. And they figured it out. Well, guess what? Solana now, without further ado, if you pay attention to Solana, it's starting to grow with the NFT world. It's getting really big here to where this is only one Solana, I believe. Yeah, one Solana. I mean, and they're starting to get the Solana punks. And this is a really, really talented, wonderful picture here. I mean, this is an NFT art. This is starting to take over the world. So if you don't understand what's happening, Solana, the punks, it's almost like the other punks, ICP punks, but you can now get Solana and get the punks through Solana with no gas fees. Solana is something I'm going to talk about probably through the rest of this year and probably going foreseeable future, as we did a video, and if you'd like to check it out, Solana to 1,000. And then, of course, what happened, BitBoy Crypto, Carl to the Moon, they did a video hours and hours after mine came out. So mine came out first, and I am having that pissing contest with them because I said Solana to 1,000 first, and then they did a video literally like a day later, them two collaborating together saying Solana's going to go to 1,000. So please pay attention to that and check the timestamp. My YouTube channel said it first. I can guarantee you. Good morning, Sean. Looking forward to the end of October, going into the beginning of November, if you went and watched some of my videos. So currently 20 billion volume in the last 24 hours of Ethereum, 31, 10 more obviously on Bitcoin. But what remains to stay the same is Cardano. It's in the third slot. And it's currently getting the volume in the last 24 hours, 5 billion. I'm good with that. Solana calmed down. XRP is now jumping through, as usual, through it. We will get that back in as people start to realize 15% in the last 7 days and last week. Not much down in the last, 24 hours. So we're going to get moving probably on Solana. So without further ado, let's get some TA. We like to do some TA on this channel. We like to talk about crypto news as we do. Solana punks are just for real. I'm loving it. I'd rather go to the Solana network blockchain and get my NFT arts through there before I would. And then we'll talk about some NFL picks. We did pick the Panthers at -8.5. I don't know if we were able to do that online, but we did do that, so we have a great start. Here we are on Bitcoin, so we'll go to Bitcoin and then maybe talk a little Solana, as I just wanted the Solana news to really touch base for some people and understand that the growth is coming. And if you're not ready for this, well, you're going to be missing out. So if we look here on the 4-hourly, we're getting a little bit of some volume on the bottom here. This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's getting some volume. I was hoping to spring up on this channel, as I said here. This is a couple days ago on my last video. And you see here we are actually getting what I said, a rising wedge, which is happening here on the 4-hourly, and we're going to continue to get that. And that's something to remember. The trend is your friend. So if you see the trend is a falling, descending channel. And that's something to really keep paying attention to. But as long as we don't, and I said we need to hit and proceed to the 44.6 level. If we're not going to tip here to the 44.6 level, what will happen is we're either going to get this breakdown, and that's what I'm expecting here to come down. I'm expecting a big fall because this is a rising wedge. It's a it's a bearish pattern. And what happens is it goes down, and we can even make it red, even though I really don't really want to, because it, like I said, it can bounce bearish and then come through. Everyone will buy down here by the dip, creating new higher lows. If you pay attention to that, because that's my most thing I want you to pay attention to, creating new higher lows, right? Each one's a little higher, and then if that's what we predict that's going to happen, it's still creating new higher lows, and we'll continue that trend, breaking this downward channel, which I believe can happen. What's up, Alex? Hey, I appreciate you coming on, man. We're not even noticed. That's awesome. Thanks, my brother. I'm sure you want to know what's going on in the market as well. We're talking about Bitcoin. We talked about Solana news, a little bit of how it's becoming a big Ethereum chain and how it could really smash through and become 4-digit to 1,000. So Bitcoin's looking to come through. I want to do a little more real TA on it and get an understanding of what we're looking at on Bitcoin. And it seems to be the new higher lows as I'm talking, creating some type of upward momentum, hopefully, right, as we continue to really touch base there. We have some growth. We have some time to come in. And this may be Sunday morning. Well, this may be the bullish momentum to come into the following week here, this week, and really just take us on to some bullish momentum after China just kept the FUD, the BS. I mean, really, are you sick and tired of hearing how much China can't stand Bitcoin? Because I am. I am really tired of hearing how much China doesn't like Bitcoin. And then how everyone all of a sudden hears it like it's new news. And it's sell, sell, sell. And then not only does the emotion happen, now the word of the mouth, oh my gosh, China is the leader. China's Bitcoin. China's Big Daddy. Because we do what China does. So we're going to all sell. I could really just, it gets old, man. Please stop. So I don't know if you did, but I'm telling you, if you didn't sell earlier when we were at 53,000, then you had no business selling in this market at all. That's my point. So this is the rising complete trend line that I plan to keep taking as you ride that. But if you didn't sell here at 53,000, and this is my last comment, if you were one of the people who sold there, then you have no business selling anywhere else. I mean, really. You just enjoy this downward fall. And I know it sounds stupid. Enjoy the downward fall. You know why you enjoy it? Because some people are smart enough to take this and not be on emotion and buy the dip and have a sip or have a rip and realize that this is going to happen. And if it doesn't fall below here on this channel at 41.2, if we don't go below 41.2 and break in that area, even 40,800 to be exact, actually, I like that better. If we don't break that as we come down here again, because we're not always going to keep going up, here it is, the candles, calm down. As long as we don't break through here, we're not going to be falling down to the moon to 38 like we thought. So if, excuse me a second. So as long as we don't break through that 38,000, which I was telling you here, 39.7, and come down there, that chain reaction is going to create. And I don't see none of that happening. I see a little bearish momentum coming, but the ultimate is the bullish. The bull weighs up, and that's what we're talking about. So we need to please break 46.2 in order to really, really start coming back. And that's what I show you here on this chart. It's only the 4-hourly, so I know a lot of people don't see it, but these channels are chain reactions into each other until we finally go on that volatile roller coaster ride in the upward direction. So the buying the dip is real. So what happens is, I don't know if people understand this. When you buy in the market, it's not going to automatically fluctuate the price level. You need time. You need time to come in. And I'm going to get rid of this, actually, so we can see a little better. Right here, these candles, you need time. If somebody just bought yesterday, well, they bought here. It took time for this price action to come into play, because you don't just all of a sudden put the money in and it fucking springs up. So people have to understand it's a price on reaction of time. So now we're going to go on to Ethereum. And Ethereum's doing kind of the same thing, right? They always follow each other in the market. So I wanted to do Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana, and we're going to end it with Solana. And then we'll probably do another video just tonight, because it's a Sunday night. It's the ending of the weekly candle, and I want to talk about the weekly. We usually do 4-hourly, daily, hourly, and we go into shorter time frames. But this is what we're looking at. And the trend is your friend here. And as you see many times, how many times has the trend been our friend on this, for an example, in the history of August 25th, right? Yesterday, excuse me. Yesterday, it was this kind of upward slope. Well, that's what happens. And it goes in an upward slope. Then it comes down, and it ultimately gives you to a spot where you're just going up and you don't really focus on it. You're just focusing on the prices going up and down. You're not realizing there's a pattern here. So pay attention, definitely, to mention on Ethereum. As Ethereum, I do see something happening to where we're going to get to this 3,400 level, all right? So I'm trying to cut to the chase here and get real. 3,400 Ethereum is looking solid, but I need to break the 31.5 level here first. So if we don't break the 31.5 on Ethereum, we're not really going to be able to make any kind of money here. We're going to be concerned that we're getting what? As you already know before I say it, a double bottom pattern M. And I really don't want it. I'm not saying I do. It's going to suck. I'm going to be pissed. But this is another, like I say, a big scenario. I feel like the weatherman. This M pattern is a big deal. And there it is, right? Look, but this is what I see, an inverted head and shoulders pattern coming. But this sometimes happens, and it's awful, but it's rare. So for that to happen, I really don't see it coming. So I'm kind of excited. So what's the news, ladies and gentlemen? Well, Wall Street Pete believes we're going to get something similar to this. And if we can get it, then wonderful, right there. And kaboom. Either resistance at the 31.5, or we break through, or we land up here for a second and then break through. This is huge. This is about 70%, I feel like, is coming. So don't kill me, as I'm not a registered financial advisor. Do your own research. But on my channel, this is one of the things I talk about. These are one of the things I get excited about. And if you see this makes happen exactly. Boom. Little bit of support level here. Come down, fake out, shake out. You think we were going up. We had two beautiful 4-hourly candles going up. And what was the percentage? We got to talk about this. This is actually a really nice little pull up here. A lot of people don't see it. A lot of people don't care for it. And here we go. Just in a manner, since yesterday, over nighttime. And then we're going to even talk about the height. The talking of the candles, 11 almost and a half percent. So almost 11.5% of Ethereum you could have made on your money. That's nice. That's over a 24-hour time frame. What I believe we're going to get is either this here, where we're having trouble, come up a little more, we got the resistance, and we're going to come through down and come back to the 29.50. And when we do that, you can either buy more, and then I believe we're going to come up through here, and we're going to hit the resistance at the 31.5, as I told you, and that's a problem for Ethereum. If we can break through and finally shatter that, which I'm not sure, because it's looking like we only did it once, so it looks like we need to touch it a couple more times. But you never know what the whales are going to do. As I told you here with 27.7, that was the bottom. Well, we finished our candles exactly as I predicted, and then we did it again, and we played there one more time. So you have to understand the history is coming through back with 31.50, and if we can get there, we'll be back to the 3,700 level. Everyone will be excited. You'll be invited. We'll be friggin' clapping our hands. We'll be so souped that I'll tell you right now, when we get to 3,700, if we're not going parabolic at that moment, I'm taking some profits. I have to. I'm a maniac, but this is Ethereum, and this is what I'm doing. We'll talk about Cardano. We'll talk about how this rising channel broke and how I'm actually bullish on this sideways action and how I'm actually happy that this channel did kind of break because I didn't have it actually in the right slot. This is the forwardly. Actually, I remember this. It was on the hourly chart. But if you look here, we're still in a rising move for Cardano, and I'm excited about it. So we'll talk about that, how the sideways action may still break that. I'm trying to explain. And it will be bullish to me. It'll be bullish to everyone when you see what's going to happen. So let's bang out Solana because it's continuing to sit at the 135 level, and I didn't believe it. But if you look at this, as I exactly predicted, wow. I actually predicted this to be a downward M, and it did it exactly. And I said here, this will be the inverted head and shoulders. So now we're looking at Solana on TradingView. If anyone's interested, 4 hours. I said that. And if you can go back, don't believe me, and I'm not going to scream it. Yeah, let's go G-Man, right? If you're a New Yorker, you might be a G-Man fan or a Jets. I believe that this is coming, and this is my inverted. And what did I show you? Well, I showed you almost all the way down to the tip exactly as I predicted, man. Solana really showed what I bought some here. I'm not kidding. Bought a little bit on the dip here, and I got it at 125. Wow, this came all the way down to 124. Oh, my gosh. I got 125, 127 and a half, and 128 and a half. That's actually awesome. But I was just looking at that because I could have got it, what, cheaper? 124 and a half? Yeah, okay. I think it happened so fast, it bounced up exactly at that point. So I put the order in and got a little bit. I bought a couple. Now it's looking good. What are we going to do? Continue new higher lows, maybe. We cannot see lower than 123.9. So 124 on Solana. Solana really cannot hit the 124 level. If it falls or breaks below 124, you're going to see 108. You're going to see prices of that level, and it's not going to be pretty. People are going to sell out. there may be a FOMO out, and they're going to try and get this for a lot more cheaper than they even had in the previous time frame. So pay attention to Solana really looking to create some bloodbaths, and I really hope it doesn't. I would be ecstatic with it just sitting right here where it's been at and hitting and finishing candles above the 126, 127 mark. I'll be really happy with that. So just pay attention to that because it could be scary. But right now, as I said, we consolidated, we got our breakdown, and it looks really, really nice on the forwardly here. I want to go to the daily now, and we're going to do the weekly tonight. So the hourly, weekly, 8 p.m. candle, if you're interested, this is a bullish flag on Solana, and a bullish flag is really, 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 really beautiful. This is sexy. This is definitely a beautiful thing. I'm getting rid of some of the stuff here, and I'm showing you how we can hit down here, and then that's where we're going to get our bounce up and our breakthrough. Solana is looking great. Solana got it. So if you did this, and I put this here, 124, and you were buying like I am, as I did, congratulations, seriously. I'm really happy for you. We're going to get this video finished right here. We're going to go with some NFL picks if you're interested. But right here, this happened exactly as I predicted. I'm blown away. I'm sorry. I must have said it 16 times. Expect to get to the 165 level, 166 level, and we'll be taking some profits at the 164, as I said. So Solana's looking to come back through, come back down. It'll play here, 144 action back and forth in this channel. Look to touch the 165 and immediately hit resistance. I do believe that's happening. I do not have the EMA or anything up, so I want to pay attention to this. Friggin' daily chart looks bullish. It's a flag, bullish flag. Get to the forwardly. Give me some things here to look at. Get an understanding of the volume is starting to kick in on Solana a little. Consolidating downward, as I told you on this trend line here. And yes, we're below the EMA significantly, so I'm looking for a big bounce up on Solana. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a registered financial advisor, but if you do your own research, you may be to get this dip one last time through here and up. Right now, you may be getting it now. Forget it. But look for a red candle or two coming through in 44 minutes or so. If not, it's going to be a big breakthrough of this W. I do see Solana as a cheaper. Right now, Solana's on the cheap. We already know that. It's definitely going to been fooling around with the 148 all day. I've been seeing it go there, and that's why we have it there. So if you want to be crazy, buy 100 Solana and make your friggin' $12 on each one. There you go. Congratulations. That's up to you. But pay attention to those levels. We did pick the Carolina Panthers. I do have the tickets on my phone, so it'll be a lot easier to do it this way. Who just got hurt? Kenny Galladay, to play versus Falcons, reportedly will suit up. I didn't know he got hurt. All right, so I look for, on one of the first games, right? The Bears versus the Browns. And I'm a big Bears fan. I'm a big David Montgomery fan. He's actually my fantasy. I'm actually in first place in my fantasy football, and I'm proud of it. And I won. I'm defending champion. So here we go. So let's, without further ado, we talk about it. The Browns have a beautiful defense. They have Javon Clowney, as I really didn't pay attention to that and forgot. Jadeveon Clowney is a beast. And they have that defense with Garrett. And I really don't see, even though Mac is over there on the Bears, I'm going with the Browns today on the money line. 100% taking the Browns. You don't have Andy Dalton in this one. You have a Justice Fields who could be an X-factor wild card. And I did go with the Browns on the money line. And I took the spread at 1.5, -1.5 if you had the balls to do it. That might have been a teaser that you get them at 1.5. So pay attention to the 1.5 teaser. The next game, I'm sorry, they call them the Jaguars. I can't stand that. The Jaguars, the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's what they're called, okay? They're Jaguars. It's a fucking animal, Jaguar. Versus the Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals. And this is also not financial advice. Please do not take this as financial advice, but please pay attention and listen to what I say, because I do have some ideas. I like the Cardinals -8 in this one. And I took the Panthers -8.5. They lost CMC, and I was shitting my pants. But the Carolina Panthers is that good. And with the third string quarterback Texans had, it's unbelievable. How did you think that was going to work out? So going back now and going further, here we are. Let's keep going. Hit the like and subscribe if you do enjoy this channel. We do crypto news, and on Sundays we are having a little special where we do a quick NFL picks. We've been actually doing pretty good. So now we're going to take the 8 points with the Cardinals. Look for at least a 10-point beat down on the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence is nothing to sleep on. He may throw 3 interceptions, but he throws 3 touchdowns. Remember who did that? Peyton Manning. So let's go back to the Chargers now, the Chiefs. I like the Chargers at +13.5. And if you have the teaser, you may want to pick them. But if you want to pick the money line, you're going to go with the Chiefs. You already know that the Chiefs are the real deal They're not fooling around. Washington got a great Heineke, and I'm waiting for Heineke to do a what's it called? Let me get a Heineken? Yes. Let me get a Heineke. He's going to do a Heineken. He's going to do one of the commercials for a beer commercial. It's going to be funny as hell. So if you enjoy a Heineken, you'll have him. So long story short, Washington is not going to be able to overcome Josh Allen. I don't even think the Bills are going to lose a freaking game the rest of the season. The Steelers are a really good team, and just believe that the Steelers took them down. So if you were to do a parlay, definitely cover the Bills today. Bills on the money line, 100%. 100% Bills money line. Don't want to mess with the Steelers, the Washington too much. I would go as far as the -4.5 for the Bills if you can get a teaser and get the Bills at -4.5. I don't even know if that's the teaser. Let me double check. Looking at it right now, and that seems to not. Yes, that's the teaser for -4.5. So I would take that or the money line. It would not go any more. A touchdown, possibly. That's it. It's going to be a rough game. Washington's got a good defense. I know you love the football, TA. It's real as steel, brother. I'm a real person. I'm not going to give you some BS. So we're going to pay attention. We're on the Colts and the Titans. And they said Wentz is going to play with two sprained ankles. Like what? So Wentz is going to play with two sprained ankles. Okay, buddy. So let's see how that works out. He'll be out by fucking play 3. Excuse my French. So look for the Titans to roll over the Colts today. Colts have a good defense. I'm very aware of that. But I do believe that the Titans are going to ride on the Derrick Henry train, as I have Derrick Henry, and I would love to go, come on, baby, and ride him. Choo-choo. Derrick Henry is looking to do a bounce back again. Not a bounce back, just have another outstanding game, maybe cooled off with just a touchdown and 125 yards, but that's enough to beat the Colts today at 0-2. If they lose, they'll lose to a heartbreaker, as they do the Titans, in a field goal. So don't be surprised if the Colts do upset them somehow, but I can't see without a healthy Carson Wentz is once again, what else is new for Philadelphia? They know. Carson Wentzylvania was very short-lived. So look to take the Titans on the money line. That's what I would do. I wouldn't go for the points. I'd take the money line. Bengals and the Steelers. That's a division game, of course, as the Colts. Titan, I believe, is. It's going to be a close one again. The Steelers are real as steel. No pun intended. We have to take the money line Steelers. You have to take it. I do have a teaser, plus 2.5 Steelers. I ran with it. The Bengals are nothing to sleep on. Bengals are a real team this year. Bengals are a playoff team this year, I'm pretty sure, but it's going to be tough with the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Browns. Imagine that division. Whew. That's a crazy division. The Bengals, the Steelers. That may be the best division in football. If anybody in the comments think I'm wrong, please give me something better. Maybe the 49ers, maybe there, but I'll tell you right now. Steelers over the Bengals today, plus 2.5 on the teaser. I took it. Ran with it all day. The Saints and the Patriots. Look for the Saints. I'm looking for the Saints to bounce back and win in a field goal game here. I do like how Bill Belichick cheats and does his ways to get wins and beats the rookies. As I said last week, he got them seeing ghosts. He got Zach Wilson, 4 interceptions, seeing ghosts. So they could be riding a train of some positivity. So pay attention to the positivity of the Patriots, giving the Saints a hard time, but the Saints get their coaches back from the 19. And a couple players that are looking to bounce back. I don't think that Sean Payton's going to allow the Saints to look like that again. He will rip, what's his name, out. Winston? He will rip Winston out immediately. Winston will not finish this game if they have a repeat of the shit blocking that they had for the Saints last week, even though Winston is still also a liability to the team. So if you want to go on a safe bet, you could go Patriots. I believe they're getting the points. Oh, they're at Foxborough. New England favored to win. So there you go. That might tell you right there, money line, you may not have faith, but I'm looking for the Saints to bounce back, and that's going to be a tough one. So you may do the flip of a coin. You may stay out of this game. So if you're looking on a parlay, you may skip this game. It's going to be a hard one. I'm going to be honest. Falcons, Giants. 2-0-2 teams, 2 shit teams. It's the shit bowl of the week. The 2 shit coins versus each other, right? We would put Dogecoin versus Shiba token, right? It might as well be those two versus each other. So we got the Falcons against the New York Giants. As awful as the Giants have been, I do believe that the Giants are a more complete football team. Calvin Ridley may run all over the field if they allow it. I don't see a running game for the Falcons. The Giants are going to destroy that. They're going to be one-dimensional today, the Falcons. If the Giants can somehow stop the one-dimensional Matt Ryan to Ridley, I didn't even know Pitts was even on the team. The new number one overall pick for tight end that went, the number one tight end that went. I can't believe it. So look for the Giants to take that in the money line. I do not bet on my team, so I did not put a parlay in. So you do not have to follow if you're trying to follow me. On to the Ravens. It's a no-brainer. I'm a little concerned. I have Lamar Jackson on my football team. I'm kicking ass and taking names. Lamar Jackson, Henry, David Montgomery, Antonio Gibson. My team is nasty for a 12 team. I pay attention to football just as much as crypto. And pay attention. Please hit the like and subscribe, please, if you can. And if you want to share these picks with somebody, please do. But tell them you got to do your own research. The Ravens are going to cover any spread. And I have the Ravens at -9.5. If they can't win by 10 points after what they did with the Chiefs, I watched that entire game. What concerns me going through the week, Lamar Jackson has not practiced. Lamar Jackson has not played. Do you know what's going on with Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson hurt his hip doing a stupid flip into the end zone on the last touchdown to seal the deal. Oh, my gosh. So as a fantasy football owner, and never mind picking the Ravens over the Lions as common sense, it's going to be a high-scoring game, I'm sure. I'm concerned, but I do know this is what I watched out of this game, and this is my observation as I do great. The Ravens defense stepped it up, and the Ravens defense started looking like the Ravens defense with Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters is a cornerback, top cornerback Pro Bowler for the Ravens that was possibly going to take them to the Super Bowl, and that took them out of the runnings, basically, just off that. And you don't believe me, I don't care. That's a big deal. Going into the playoffs, you need that second cornerback to shut down Mahomes and company and whatever else you may face. So I don't know, but the Ravens are going to take this. We're going over this a little too long, but this is a big deal. Ravens are looking to win in a 10-point lead. If you don't trust what I just said, Lamar Jackson's hip is sore. He did a flip in the end zone like an idiot. So I'm a little concerned. So maybe a money line for the Ravens just for an automatic win today. That's the safest bet. Dolphins versus the Raiders. We don't have Tua playing, and now we're talking about Derek Carr maybe not playing. The Raiders defense with a player that's not supposed to play for the Dolphins, that guy Crosby, the defensive end for the Raiders, has brought new life to this Raiders defense. And I'm telling you, I watch football, and I'm going to go with the Raiders. It's wild. I don't see the Dolphins really being able to sneak one out of this one. Their best bet was week one when they had a full team, a full healthy squad. They had a Tua ready to go, and it just sucks because some of the people who get hurt just seem to always keep getting hurt. And, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So if you want to see my smiling face today, I'm wearing the Yankee hat, ready to rock and roll, Joel. So these are some of the picks I have. Please do your own research. As we're going to come to a close here, the Jets and the Broncos. This is something I've observed. The Broncos won 28-13. The Broncos won the week after that, 28-14. Something in that similar fashion, 27. They seem to be holding their opponents under 2 touchdowns. And that's something the defense is looking strong. Well, we just had Zach Wilson seeing ghosts last week from Bill Belichick. Best believe that the Broncos defense is pretty strong, and they're going to be watching the film on what Bill Belichick did to confuse him. And I really would like to say, hey, it's a matter of time the New York Jets football team gets a win like the Giants. But unfortunately, with a rookie, and you got Teddy Bridgewater on the other side with a little bit of playing with some confidence and playing a couple of years, many years out of the injury of the shattered knee and everything he almost did to his whole life for Teddy Bridgewater. He's actually looking pretty good now. I watched him take the Giants apart, which isn't too much to be said. But it's an NFL team. They're playing football. They're 2-0. Look for them to go 3-0. It's an easy pick. Win by a touchdown. Even if the Broncos win 28-21 or 21-14, it's still a coverage of the 6.5 on the spread. So the Broncos is a really safe bet in my eyes. I don't see any life out of the Jets to be able to proceed. One of the games of the week, probably the best game of the week, the Buccaneers versus the Rams. 2 teams, we're looking at an NFC showdown here. This is probably the best 2 teams in the NFC. Probably. Some people want to argue that. I get that. This is NFL. But if I were as a betting man, this is the game I don't bet. This is the game I clearly stay away from. All it would take is one injury from one significant team. Guy, you lose Brady, it's over for that team. You lose Stafford, obviously. It's always the quarterback. But long story short of this is that who has the better depth? That's where I would go. It seems like they're depth for depth, so I wouldn't touch this game. If I was a person to say, who do I think is going to win, though? If I had to have a money line, I had a gun to my head, I would say I'm going to pick the Rams, the younger team, just as talented, just as strong, and I think that the Rams are going to give the Bucs a run for their money today. So if you wanted to pick a team that was expected to really surprise someone today, but not, I mean, who's really surprising? The Rams are not surprising nobody. They're amazing. Cooper Kupp was maybe the surprising pick this year. So go with the Rams on the money line. The Seahawks versus the Vikings. Look to see that Dalvin Cook, I heard, is officially out of this game. I have on the teaser, I have the Seahawks at plus 5.5. I'm really excited. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. I have the Seahawks at plus 5.5. I'm excited. And there it is, Seattle plus 5.5. It's not there. I'm really sorry. Wrong picture. Sitting here talking about it, and I don't have it there. And there it is, Seahawks. $20 bet for $600, but now you can see it. Seahawks plus 5.5 on the teaser. So if you want to do the teaser, I mean, it's possible. You could do that. I just went out the other night and did that. So plus 5.5, that's no longer going to be possible probably with Dalvin Cook out. That was before. I'm taking definitely the Seahawks at plus 5.5. I'm taking a money line. Now we're going to the Packers and we're going to the 49ers. And we have one final game, which is going to be really fun here. Packers and the 49ers is another game I'm staying away from. Why do you want to lose your money? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like putting money in a shit coin. Well, this is a shit game. The Packers, who are they? We played the Lions. We played another NFL team. We don't know who they are. They got their ass kicked to the Saints when they were ready to go, rock and roll, healthy defense. The 49ers could explode at any moment. I would not mess with this game. If you're a 49er fan, I understand why you want to take the 49ers. If you're just an NFL fan, I understand why you want to take the 49ers again. Some people are saying, hey, what are you talking about? Packers explosive offense, and now here we're having a debate, right? Stay away from the game. It's the same thing. You have the best chance of staying away from the Packers, 49ers, and the Rams, Buccaneers. If you're going to stay away from any games today, those are your two games. That's a winner. Sometimes a non-bet is what's the winner. Sometimes a no trade is the best trade. Understand that. All right. So we really had a hard time with that one. Eagles, Cowboys, we're going to have a pick on this one. Eagles, Cowboys, I'm watching these games, and the Eagles are going to make it interesting because of their defense. They're having a hard time stopping certain areas, but I'll tell you right now, their defense is surprisingly good. Jalen Hurts is running around the field like a madman. He's looking like Lamar Jackson in a nutshell, slowly progressing into that form. Not exactly, so please don't take that out of context. So please pay attention to that. The Cowboys are going to take this one with a field goal. I do believe it's going to come down to a field goal win tomorrow night, which is Monday night. I believe that's what this game is. Yes, Monday night, yep, September 27th. So you'll see that. On the points, I have Cowboys plus 2.5 on the teaser. I'm saying I went crazy on the teaser. This is how you make sick dough in crypto. This is how you make sick dough for crypto. Not a registered financial advisor. I'm not an advisor, not a registered anything. Well, this is for entertainment purposes only. But please pay attention to some of the analysis and observations that I do have. I watch every game. I watch everything. Cowboys and Eagles, they're in my division. Best believe I know who they are. The Cowboys have an explosive offense that not many people are going to be able to stop this year. And if you watched week 1 with Tom Brady and company, he already found that one out. I hate that for Cowboys, okay? On line time stamped. I can't stand that organization. But that's who they are. They got a great explosive offense. Not a fan of their defense. Eagles have a better defense. Jalen Hurts is playing pretty good. If you really want to know who's the better complete football team, it's the Eagles. Who's going to win? Well, I just told you who's going to win. The Cowboys are going to edge it. Look to see the Cowboys win by a field goal. Have a wonderful day. Look for some of the levels. Hit the rewind button. Hit the like, subscribe button if you want to make sick dough in crypto. It's a wonderful, beautiful Sunday. The sun is out. The cool breeze is hitting. Man, it's going to be a good day. La-dee-da-da. So hit the like, subscribe today. Yeah, so make some sick dough in crypto. I thought you'd have a wonderful Monday. I hope if you do have fantasy football, watch your fantasy football team. I know I'm watching everything. I have Marvin Jones starting today. Sounds crazy, but Antonio Brown has to COVID. And the other guy I got, Johnson for the Pittsburgh Steelers. DeAndre Johnson is hurt and out, but I have Marvin Jones ready to kick ass with Cooper Kupp. So I'm excited for football. I'm excited for the big bullish news in crypto. It seems like every day we're getting new and more news. Please stay away from the scammers, though. In the chat section, they're getting worse. We're getting big. We're having people copy me, trying to be like me, telling you to contact me on WhatsApp and Telegram. We don't do that stuff, so please. I worked on Wall Street, yes. I did have a time frame where I always went there every day, New York City, Wall Street, worked in the open outcry pit. We had a wonderful life. We talked about football. We talked about family. We talked about trading. We talked about everything. Now we're just watching each other pass away. Time's going by. It's really sad. I have friends on Facebook. I just lost a good friend yesterday. I found out. I woke up in tears. Lost a good NYMEX buddy, Alan, a good friend of mine. Life is short. So if you really, really, really believe that saving the U.S. dollar today is a good idea, that's going to be on you. If you have money sitting under your mattress and it's kind of irresponsible. It's crazy. I never thought I'd say that before in my life. But that's where we're at today. So, Wall Street, Pete, Sicto, and crypto. I thought you'd know. I'm not saying waste your money and buy parlays. That's stupid. But investing it into crypto, that's not stupid. So, that may be an opinion to a lot of people, but I'll tell you right now, it's just going to turn into a fact within the next 7 years, 5 years. People are going to wake up. When the rest of the world starts buying crypto, 5% of the world say is buying in crypto, and we're 5%. What happens when the other 90% FOMO's in? Really, it's getting ridiculous at this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your Sunday. If you enjoy football, watch it. If you don't enjoy football, just enjoy the breeze. We're 1 in a row. We lost week 1, not a lot of money. We won week 2. We're up this already, and I took my profits. And I did some parlays. And now I'm going to watch the end of this video and make sure I listen to everything I said. Maybe I missed a couple things. I don't know. But I believe I gave you a lot of things. And we talked about how Solana is the next real big deal. Solana's going to be a 4-digit $1,000 token. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of people don't think it's real. And a lot of people think it's real, but a lot of people think it's happening this month. That's the other problem. You have the really dramatic people, one way, this way, optimistic, right? Pessimistic, and it's ridiculous. It's always dramatic one way or the other. We don't have the in-between. You have to wait. Nothing happens overnight. We're all excited. It's like Christmas night is every night. And you can't wait for the morning for the Christmas gifts to be under that tree, but it's not Christmas every night. That's what you don't understand. So you have to set yourself up for that night. So enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Tonight at the 8 p.m., it doesn't have to be 8 on the dot Eastern time, but we're going to be doing a video after 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to talk about the weekly candle and the 8 p.m. and the daily candle all together about Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum, and Cardano. So it's almost like we're doing the four people now. It used to be the three amigos, Cardano, and now it seems like Solana really has made a household name for itself, and I can't stop talking about Solana. So Wall Street Pete, without further ado, this gentleman is out of here like Vladimir. Have a wonderful day. I hope some of the winners win. Chooch, baby, check it out. Go check out some of the picks, some of the comments I made. There's some big things in there to be paying attention to. Dalvin Cook is out. If you could have gotten a pick in on Seattle, which you should have already done, you're now in much better position, which I'm excited. So the Seahawks on a money line today, which may not pay much now. Cook is out. Look for the Vikings to struggle against Seattle. There's no way they're going to keep up with the powerhouse if they stay healthy, Seattle. So I'm out of here. Like I said, take care. Pay attention. Hit the rewind button. Some vital information is on there. Have a great day. I'm at it.